Thank you.
So right here I
So
have
much.
Tobi Adebisi. It's nice having you here. But I'd like you to give an introduction. Tell us about yourself for people living under the rock that probably do not know you. So please tell us what you do, you know.
Okay. About myself, well, I don't think there's so much to say, but my name is Tobi Adebisi and I'm quite a number of things. So most times it's very hard for me to say that this is who I am, this is what I do. But basically, I'm a digital marketer. I've been a digital marketer since 2020 during the COVID period where I started selling my own personal products. And then in 2021, I moved to selling other people's products. And now I'm back to selling my own products. So I'm a digital marketer. Sometimes I'm a photographer, very few times. So I'm a coach also. I coach people on marketing and so many things like that. So I think that should do. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I can see your people, they're already rooting for you. Someone said there's so much to say.
Oh,
Please, we need you to say everything on this.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want you to tell us how I know the story behind how you got started in 2020, but I'd like you to give us a background. Was it 2020 you really got started, or that was when you got serious with digital marketing? What was the background story? What made you venture into digital marketing? What did you study in school? Was it from school? Was it after school?
Okay. All right. Actually studied physiology. I studied human physiology, University of Ilorin. And when I was in school, I was thinking that I was going to go into neurophysiology because I like the neural system. So I felt like I'm going to become a professor of neurophysiology. I was going to become a neurophysiologist. I was going to lecture and teach people because I like to talk. Not talk, but I like to teach. You know, there are different kind of talk. There are people that like to talk in between people, but me, I like to teach instead, that kind of thing. So back in 2020, that was when the shift started during the COVID period. I didn't go home during those, 1 year period where we were supposed to go home, and then COVID happened. So during those period, that was when I started taking online whatever seriously. Of course, before then, I've always had interest, but I didn't know which one I could venture into in order to make money online because I was really bored that I was about to leave school. I was in my final year and the start of second semester when the COVID happened. So it was just my curiosity that what am I going to do after school, what will happen, and all of that. So I was inspired by what next, and I was also inspired by fear that what am I going to do with my life, And of course, I know that I'd like to further, but I know that I also need funds to further my education. So that was how I started. I started with graphic design, and then after I learned it back in 2020, I organized a class, and I taught same skill. Also, I started creating content too. I know that many people really started seeing my face when it comes to content creation probably last year, and that's because I essentially do not exactly like showing my face. Not because I'm not proud of how I look. I'm okay with how I look, but because I don't really like. I feel like there's a burnout that comes with having to show your face every day. There's a burnout that comes with it, and I don't want to be in that system. I don't want to be swallowed by that kind of system. And also, I want a system where I can make my money, create content because I love to create content. Where I can create content and I don't have to show my face. So I created a YouTube channel back then in 2020 on fashion because I used to be freaked about fashion. I loved fashion so much. I'm not as freak as of course I still love fashion now, but it's not to that degree. So I created a channel and I started posting content. 2021 also, I created an Instagram account, faceless also, started creating content and posting. A lot of people didn't know that it was even me that was behind it. So basically that 2020 was when I started selling courses. I created a course on graphic design, started selling. In fact, then it was for 500 and for some special people I was selling 1,000. And I was able to make money because this is my first time being online. Definitely it was easy money for me because this is a one-time course that I created, and then I was able to sell it for a long period of time, making money for myself. And then came 2021, I got the opportunity to learn digital marketing now, because before I was just using my knowledge, posting on my status and telling people to buy my whatever. But now I learned it, and then that was how I started in November 2021. I created a course on monetizing YouTube, faceless YouTube channels. So I gave it out to people. I was able to get so many leads through that course, and then I sold my. Because of that, I was able to record a good number of success actually. I don't exactly like sharing my results and figures like that, but I really was able to get a lot of results. For instance, last year alone, I won 2 cars. April last year, I won a car. Then August, I won another car. So I was able to get results from those knowledge I acquired. So until I now stopped in September last year, because now I want to create my own course and start marketing it and selling it. And that's basically what I'm doing now. telling my, and of course I'm creating content now. Now I'm not as shy to show my face. I'm learning to show my face now. Of course, I have another account where I don't necessarily have to always show my face. But for this one, I try to show my face. But for the other one, I don't have to sit down and start talking. So it helps the burnout. So I think I've given a lot of stories already. Does that count?
Yeah, very well, very well.
Thank
I'm
you.
just wrapping my head around how you started the whole. You see, your journey seemed very, very fast and smooth.
No.
Uh, I'm trying to, from looking at you from outside, you seem to just have everything collected. I
Uh,
mean, you just created course. Some of us, it takes a year thinking of, should I create this course? How do I create it? How do I start it? What do I, should it be video? Should it be text? Should it be ebook? You know, there's a whole lot. And I believe that there are so many digital marketers here. So
okay.
what was the thing that kept you going all through? And then how did you get that boldness to create a course when you just started in 2020 and you sold so much?
Okay. Well, I need to say that there's nothing that is easy. I think I need to say that. I like to tell people the truth. I'm not going to just come up and say that this thing is easy. There's no easy way, so to speak. There's no easy way to make money. There's no easy way. So why you may be saying it from the outer part that this seems easy, you don't know what me personally I had to go to the level of discipline. I had to put in. Of course, unless you listen to me, or of course we have, of course if we have a personal relationship, I can tell you that, okay, this is what I'm going through my head. Sometimes I feel like my head is hot. In fact, I still felt it. I think yesterday, it was as if my brain was hot. So I have those moments where I cannot even describe. I feel the only way I can describe is that I feel like my brain is hot, is on fire. So it's not easy. I just need to say that. Now, when it comes to me now creating all of this, I think that one of the things that helped me when it comes to implementing that, oh, I want to do this, let me do it, is that I believe so much in my idea. As a matter of fact, if I start something and it's not getting me result like I want yet, I don't panic. That's one of the things I try. I don't panic. I just, of course, I talk to God and then I re-strategize that. What am I getting? What am I not getting wrong? So when it comes to now doing it, I believe so much in myself, and I'm someone that I try as much as possible not to allow what other people will say affect me. If there's one thing that I like to live my life by, is conviction. As long as I'm convinced that this thing will work, as long as I'm convinced about my own idea, it does not matter what other people have to say. And I'm happy that I'm speaking on this, because I know that many people, one of the things that stops many people from getting some things done and pursuing what they believe in, is because they are very conscious of what friends will say, what family will say. They are very conscious, and that's normal. Actually, we are humans, but we need to understand that what other people will say is not what is going to put food on our table. In fact, if you are to consider what other people say, none of us is going to make impact. So you always have to go in on what you believe in. I remember then I was discouraged by a friend that called me Gbogbolo, like I basically do everything. So me, I felt like it was an insult to them. So I remember I cried then, because I felt it was like an insult. But then eventually, when I spoke with someone, I was like, you should be happy that you know so many things. You should be happy that you do so well with so many. You should be happy. So what really helped me when it comes to launching those courses, even though I do not have understanding of digital marketing at the time in 2020, was because I believe in this thing. I believe in my ability to impact knowledge. I created a course, I screen record. I didn't even ask anybody how to create a course. I didn't ask them how to host a course. I just created all the videos, put it up on my Google Drive, and I sent the link to people. So it's just me knowing that this will work, and of course conviction. I know that this thing will work. So your opinion does not count. Do you believe I can give you something good? Then bring my money, and I'll give you access to the course. So the end story is that be convinced. Whatever you want to do, be convinced, because there'll be times where other people will have something to say. There'll be times that you too, there will be imposter syndrome, that am I doing the right thing? Am I sure I'm in the right place? There are times that you come, but have conviction. Conviction eliminates comparison, and I think it does a lot in eliminating imposter syndrome. I'm not saying that there will not be time, even though you are convinced that you don't have that syndrome, that am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to be here? But conviction kind of tone the power of those things to stop you. Yeah, I think I answered that pretty
Wow,
well.
wow.
Thank you.
That's powerful.
Okay.
I want to ask, because in 2020,
Okay.
seemed like, COVID readjusted so many things. The
Mm-hmm.
online space got more attention.
Okay.
People were willing to pay for, social media
Yeah.
management, digital
Yeah.
marketing, because they now had to shift to, online space.
Online space.
And
Yeah.
that gave some of us a leverage. How about in 2024, someone that is just getting started with graphic design and maybe just writing content? What would be your advice from where the person is right now to where you are?
One thing I want to say is that the world has changed. the way it is now in 2024 is not the way it was in 2020. So many skills are actually saturated. Like, I can basically, just the way I'm sitting, I can count billions of people who are doing digital marketing. There are billions of people who are doing graphic design. Like, every market is so saturated, and it's true. So it has changed. Even for me now, the kind of things that I do to get some kind of results before, if I do the same thing now, I barely get anything. And I'm being very sincere because it happened to me of recent. Of course, I launched my course and I did my normal advertising and all of that, and I didn't get as much conversion. And that's because the world has changed. The world has, every part. I can't even crypto, even the tech side, cyber and security, UI, US, all of those things, they are saturated. People are learning, they are paying a lot of money to learn. So people are becoming more conscious of the fact that they need digital skills. It's not like before that you have to convince parents that let your children learn this, whatever, and some parents will not even agree. So the world has changed. A lot of people now believe. In fact, there are parents who are learning. I have some. Just 2 days ago, I have one woman message me saying that she was 60, that she wanted to learn how to create content. I was like, oh wow,
Wow.
at 60 years old. And so of course I could not discourage her because I've seen a lot of people who are over 60 creating content. Because of course I've not really seen Nigerians like that, but I've seen a lot of white guys who create content. So I was like, okay, can you do this? And just answer. So the world has changed, and a lot of people are becoming more aware. Nigerian parents are not that stiff because before, any time you say you're making money online, people automatically think that is yahoo yahoo. But now people are becoming more enlightened that it's not necessarily yahoo yahoo or anything like that. So all the markets are saturated. That's what I'm trying to point to, that all the markets are saturated. So if you want to start now, one thing I would advise someone who wants to start online and you don't have any digital skills, you have not learned anything, in fact you don't know how to make money online, of course the first thing that I would advise the person to do is to do research, because there's so many skills that are out there. Like, for instance, I think about 2 months ago I wrote a book, and in that book, I shared 30 plus most profitable digital skills that anyone can learn. 30. And that's even minute. That's very small compared to the number of digital skills that exist. And I shared all of that with people. But then I know that even when people read that book, they may still be a little bit confused, because every single skill can make you money, right? But how then do you know that this one is the best for you? This one is the best for you. So for someone who is trying to learn a digital skills that does not have any digital skill, the first thing I advise you to do is to do research, and probably just ask yourself question first. And then when you know who you are, we know that, for instance, somebody that is very shy, that does not like appearing in front of camera or anything, you may not want to consider a sit down skill that you will have to get in front of camera all the time. For someone who doesn't have a laptop, you don't have any means to get a laptop, definitely you will not want to consider something that will require you to have a laptop before you can do. So you have to ask yourself question. And of course, one of the things I always tell people is that make sure that whatever you pick, make sure it aligns with your person, make sure it aligns with your personality, number one. Because when you are in your most authentic space, when you're authentic and you are just yourself, it is very easy to be consistent. And that's the truth. The reason why a lot of people struggle, one of the reasons, of course, I'm not saying that this is the only reason, but one of the reasons why a lot of people struggle is that they're not authentic. Like, they're not, sometimes just like I've had moments like that when I want to do something, it's like I'm acting. So it's very difficult for me to even motivate myself to get up from the bed and do it, because it's like I have to put on a kind of nature to do it. And I didn't like that. I want to be authentic. I want to be able to share my ideas. I want to be able to share my value in the most authentic way without playing out of character. Do you get? Of course, there are some things that we take us out of that shell. Do you get? There are some things that, but make sure that whatever skill you are choosing is something that will up your authenticity. For me now, I can't do something like crypto. I can't do something like Oski can I even talk about. I can't do something like, maybe I can try voiceover artist, but I can't do something like Google Ads specialist or whatever. But anything that allows me to be creative, to think creatively, because I know that I'm a creative, I love to think. Anything that has to do with art, colors, those kind of things, I know I can do it. That's why I actually went into photography. I learned photography in 2022 because I love colors. So I love creativity, anything that has to do with colors. Currently, I'm taking a course on graphic design. That's because I love to play with
Wow.
colors. Do you get? I love colors. So because I have the understanding of myself, it helps me to streamline my searching, because I know who I am. So I streamline. I know that once it's this, I can't. It's not. If not, I'm going to struggle, because I will have to try to be playing into a character that is not myself. That will have to take me to that place where I'll be acting, and I don't want that. Do you get? So the first thing is understand yourself very well. Your personality is your superpower. It should not be an excuse to stop yourself. But understand yourself. Use your personality to your own good. So now when you understand yourself, because you want to make research, go online, ask questions. ask people. I've seen a lot of people who would come. In fact, the reason why I wrote my book, where I shared the 30 top tier digital skills that people could learn, was because a lot of people were coming to me and asking me that, Tobi, what is that skill would you advise me to learn? Like, I have tons of people asking the same question. And I didn't know how to answer them again, because all the time I'm always sending voice note to each person that this is it. So I'm always repeating myself. So now when somebody comes to me that, Tobi, I'm confused, what is that skill? I'll just send them the book. That, can you read this book? Go through it. Anyone that you feel that you like, then come back to me. I've had a couple of people recently. A lady read it. She came back to me that she wants this 4 skill. Like, calm down. You cannot learn the 4 of them. Now go and make research on each of them. Now, after you make research on the 4 that you've chosen, then come and meet me. Then we'll talk further. Do you get? So there are so many skills that are out there. But the first thing is understand yourself, and then go ahead to make research about the one. Of course, make sure they are lucrative. You don't just want to be doing something and it's not paying you as much as possible. You want something that will pay you, because the economy of Nigeria is too bad for you not to be making money. Yeah. So of course, money should be one of
Exactly.
your money is a good motivator. So money should be one of the things that motivates you. And of course, passion is good, but you should know that money is a good motivator also. There are people that are not passionate about things. They keep showing up every day because there's money there. Do you get? So while you are picking, have that at the back of your mind. As much as you want to be authentic, as much as you want it to be in your line, ensure that it has a good monetization, revenue, or whatever, so that it gets inspired. So what else can I say as regards that? I think that should work, honestly.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah,
understand
yeah. I
yourself.
think let me come in here. You have
Okay.
said a lot about how to know this, the skill that is in best fit for you.
Okay.
How about some people that have learned perhaps graphic design, they are good at it, but
Okay.
they are struggling with getting
Getting
clients. As a
clients.
marketing strategist, I've seen this several times. You have a skill.
Okay.
It's possible that you are not so good, but at least you have an understanding of it. You've done for friends before. So how do they now go from being skillful to monetizing their skill?
Okay. Now that is a long process, because at the beginning it might be a little tough. Now, here's what I would advise, and I'm advising this because I think some weeks back I taught people, or even now I have a course that is teaching people some certain skills, and at the end of the whole thing, I just told them that now that you have learned the skill, the first thing you need to do is to master it. The truth is that if you're a graphic designer and I give you a work to do, and you come in with a shabby work that is not, a shabby work that is not good, definitely I'm not going to reach back to you again. So the first thing you want to do is to master your skill, ensure that you are good with it. And then the second thing is that you want to reach out to people. I know that money is good, right? But one of the ways for you to get your skill out there, to show your work out there, is when you work with people for free. When I started my photography day, before I started charging people for my pictures, it was because they saw my work, and those work that I saw, it was free of charge. Like, I just called the person, are you a model? If you look like a model, please can you come and be my model? I'll do your makeup, I'll do whatever. In fact, I had friends who came over to my house. One of my friends traveled away from Lagos. I did her makeup, shot her pictures. A lot of people saw the picture, they were like, this is good. So those kind of things. I know that money is good, right? But as a beginner or someone who is trying to get more clients, people need to see the work you've done. They need to see the kind of things you've done. So definitely you would want to work for free. Not free per se, it's just like you're building your portfolio. Definitely you want something that your client can see. Now, after you've done that, the next thing you want to do is to start marketing yourself. Even before you have a strong portfolio, or you have strong work like that, you need to start marketing yourself. See, marketing is the number one skill that everyone should learn, right? Regardless of the firm or the field that you are. You need to be able to learn how to market yourself, how to market your brand, your business, your company, or whatever it is. So you need to learn to create content. There are so many graphic designers who create content, and that's one of the ways that they get clients. So the social media is really powerful, and that's where you will get your clients from. That's the truth. Your clients are not in one corner, in one villa, and there's no way you can even find them. You will find them online. So if you know that you're going to find your clients online, that means you also have to be online. So definitely, after you create a portfolio, you start creating your portfolio. Come online, create content, especially video content. There are so many ways that you can create content, and content app that there's a way that you can create content that will go viral. But like I said, after you have built your portfolio, you can research about people in your field, regardless of the field that you have, who are creating content just to get clients, and then replicate it. I'm not saying copy. I've seen a lot of people that in a bid to get clients and how they'll be copying another person's content. Just look at them, observe the kind of content they push out, the kind of things they create, and then tweak it to your own unique style. One of the things that will make you stand out and help you land high-paying clients on time is your uniqueness. But a lot of people like to copy one another. So I want to advise you. So when you find those people who are in your niche, you can just observe them and then use that to creatively think your own. Creativity is very important when you are pushing out content and you're trying to get clients. So your creativity is important. So when you see them, tweak it to your own unique style. Let it be like, this has a touch of me. Do you get? So have that, and I'm sure that if you are very consistent and your work is good, of course, I need to keep emphasizing on that. Because me personally, if your work is not good, I cannot, I cannot give you anything. So you want to make sure that your work is good. So I'm sure that way, I'm very, very certain. Say, market yourself, keep creating content. If you don't know how to create content as whatever field that you have, you need to learn how to create content, because your clients, the people who are going to buy your products, who are going to hire you, who are going to get your services, they're online. You need to know how to reach them by creating content, using the right hashtag, caption, every single thing. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That you were just bombarding me with so much information. Thank you so much. Let's talk about your YouTube channel.
Okay.
How did you get started, and how did you drive so much subscribers?
My YouTube channel is a pain in my heart that I don't exactly like to talk about, because I had
Okay.
some type of issue with it. So my YouTube channel, I just create content. But now I stopped creating content because I have issue with the account, and I've tried to resolve it so many times, and Google AdSense, they kept denying me. So now I'm starting a new channel from scratch. Do you
Oh,
get? I got monetized
wow.
last year March. That's over a year, but I'm not independent because I've been having back and forth with Google AdSense and all of that, and I've not been able to resolve. In fact, it is unresolvable, so I have to start another from scratch. But basically, before the whole ban and all happened, I think one of the ways that helped me with the growth was that my kind of content kind of serve a large base, like a large number of people. My kind of content, when it comes to content creation, there are some evergreen space, there are some evergreen niches, and that's wealth, relationship, and what else? Fitness, relationship, fitness, health, and wealth. They are actually evergreen. Like if you create content in that kind of area, there's possibilities that you're going to get a lot of people who are interested in that field, because they call it evergreen niche. So my niche is actually an evergreen niche. And aside from that, so I think I create good content. I know I create good content. And also, whenever I post content, I share it on my status. I share it on my pages, on Instagram. Yeah, I don't usually share it like that, but on my status, I share it. And on my WhatsApp, I have quite a number of contacts. So I think that's the way people find my content very good, because it helps them solve money problem and shares money making idea with them. So when it comes to growth, and of course I try my best to make my thumbnails good. It's the guy that does my graphics for me, that does my thumbnails for me, and I write all the description myself, the hashtags, every necessary things that I need for my channels. I do it myself except the thumbnail. Yeah, I think that's it. And my video, I try to make my video good because I have a camera, so I shoot them with my camera, edit them, and post. What else? Once you just do your work well, make sure your video is of good quality, your audio is of good quality, your thumbnail is good, of course, your hashtag, your description, ensure that everything is well in place. People are going to find it, they're going to find it useful, and obviously, if they find it useful, they are going to subscribe to your channel. Yeah. So I think that's it.
Oh, thank you so much. One more question I want to ask.
Okay.
Mm, in our space, I mean digital marketing space,
Mm,
we love to have, or let me just say in tech space, we love to have foreign clients compared to Nigerian clients because of the
um,
currency difference. What can you say about that?
I think it's good. Definitely, a lot of people would love to earn in dollars. Personally, for me, I'd love to earn in dollars. It's good. It's better to earn in dollars than in naira, because of dollar is, of course, more better. By the time you do the conversion, you're going to get a lot of money. However, there are some Nigerians that pay pretty well too. Like I said, it's just about your target market. There are some graphic designers that you cannot give a work of. My graphic designer does the kind of design for me, and I know how much I pay. But I know people that will do same work for me for free. I know people that will do same work for like maybe 5K and just charge me less. But I think that when it comes to getting foreign clients, it's a good thing. But when you are getting foreign clients, just know that it's not like a walk in the park. Your work has to speak for you, because those guys are very, very selective. They know what is good. Do you get? They know what is good. As a matter of fact, when they come to you, say, they know how much they charge in their own country. So they pay Nigeria lesser, but even the lesser is
Yeah.
better than what they would have paid. So when it comes to getting foreign clients, it's something that I think if your work is good enough, you'll be able to find them. And of course, finding them is something that can be difficult. Honestly, we have to be very truthful. For instance, if you are very good with LinkedIn, I think that you're going to land foreign clients. And also, we have Upwork. We have there's this platform that I saw recent. Is the there's this I have a number of them on my WhatsApp anyways that people can get jobs from, but you have to make sure that, because the requirement is always very harsh. Their portfolio, they will have for kind of portfolio that they want to see some kind of work that you've done. So definitely getting those kind of clients, you need to have a strong portfolio compared to when it comes to getting normal Nigerian clients. So your work, your portfolio is going to speak for you a lot. And of course, your positioning. You have to position yourself where you can find them. You can't find them on Facebook. What are you looking for there? You can barely find them on Twitter, but you can find some maybe on Instagram and some on LinkedIn. So you have to know where they are and how to position yourself in the place where they are. And of course, make sure that before you start looking for them, you have a strong portfolio so that your portfolio does not make them send you back at the end eventually when you find them. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you, thank you.
You're
You said a
welcome.
lot. You said a lot, but I'm thinking there could be someone here that still feels that okay, everything you said seemed hard. Man, you have to position yourself. You have to create content. You have
Everything
to
is hard
master
though.
it.
I'm not
Ah,
somebody that would lie to
like
you and say that anything is easy. I know that people
is
say
there?
that have positive mindset and all. Yes, it's a positive mindset for you to realize that whatever you want to do is hard. But when you prepare your heart, it will help you in your output also. So whenever you feel that oh, this is hard, you know that oh, I know it's hard. So let's do it. So don't let anyone try to deceive you that everything is easy or something is hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also want to ask: is there a model you use? Okay, for instance, right now you have the audience. You probably have contact. You've been doing it for a while. Let's say I'm just getting into digital marketing space. I have graphic design skill. I can create content, I can do video. And I'm thinking, how long do I have to do the video? Is there a model that can reduce the stress or shorten my journey? Take, for instance, I'm taking you as a mentor. Okay, Toby, be my mentor. How can you guide me such that I don't go through the long route that probably you went through? What can I do differently that can give me an edge such that I can get more clients faster than it would have been?
Well, for me, I don't believe there's any faster route, and that's why whenever I'm trying something new, do you get? I'm sorry, I don't. I try not to deceive myself because it will be heartbreaking where you have so much high expectation, and then at the end you're getting little to nothing. So I try not to deceive myself. I don't have a negative mindset. I have a positive mindset, but my positive mindset is also realistic. I try to be as realistic as possible that, oh, I know this thing will work, but I also know that it's going to take a lot of work. Do you understand? So there's no faster whatever. The only thing I can say is that one of the things that will help your journey and will probably make it a little bit fast. One of the things that will help your journey, like I said, is some things I already mentioned, and I'll just try to outline it. Quality. People like excellence a lot, especially if you now mix excellence with consistency. I now mix it with authenticity. Like you are being authentic. Being yourself, people can see it. We don't often talk about, but people can see through your eyes. As I'm speaking, I'm not forcing things. This is my line. This is my area. But there are some subjects you may ask me, and there will be some kind of, because I'm not there. Do you get? But if you can have that mixture, that authenticity, where your authentic self, and then we have consistency, and then we have excellence. Many people they put consistency there, but there's no excellence. Like I'm not your work. It's not freaking me. Like I'm not. I'm not excited by it. So when you have that mixture of, they will tell people that post every day for 30 days, post every day for 90 days. And there will be some people that will show you that, oh, they posted every day for 90 days and there's went from 1K to 100K. They're not telling you the complete truth. That's what they're not telling you. They're not telling you the complete truth, and that's it. They're not telling you the complete truth. See, this thing is more than posting consistently, and I'm being honest. It's more than being consistent. It's more than even showing up and every time you post 5 times daily, talking about your product, talking about your skill. Giving it's more than consistency, and that's what they are not telling you. And that's why you will follow because I did it though. I did it. Was it November? Can't remember. The 30 days, nothing happened. Do you get? So it's not about your consistency actually matters a lot, because if you have excellence and then you're not consistent, there's no balance again. Do you get? So you need that balance between excellence. Make sure your content, you even though you're trying to show your skills and you're trying to get clients, make sure that those posts you are putting up gets people in their feels. And that's to come through a lot of research. You've researched, you have thought, and that's why I was telling that my brain was hot. Whenever I'm researching like that, my brain is always hot, as if I can feel fire in my head because I'm doing a lot of thinking. Thinking actually takes a lot of work done. Actively doing something, it takes a lot of energy and stress. So I had moments back to back every week that I could literally feel my brain. The way I describe it to my friends, that my brain is hot. I can feel my brain hot because you have to think creatively, you have to strategize and all of that. So while you want to be consistent and you really want to get clients and all, just shut your mind that for the first few days, it's my last up to like 3 months. You may not get anything, but have it at the back of your mind that you will consistently show up consistently, but not just showing up consistently. You also show up excellently. People love excellence. We all get attracted to excellence. I love people who are intelligent, so we get attracted to intelligent people. So definitely, people get attracted to intelligent content. So as you are pushing yourself, trying to market yourself on LinkedIn, trying to market yourself on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever you are, there not be some banters and all of that. Ensure that you focus on what you are there for, and let there be excellence. People get attracted to excellence. It's colorful. It's a very colorful thing that people love. So definitely you would want to apply that. So I think that's what I would advise. Have that mixture of balance. Don't allow one to be bigger than other. Authenticity, be authentic, be consistent, and of course, sprinkle it, the cake, hides it with a lot of excellence. I'm
Wow.
sure it's going to
Wow.
do well.
Wow. So I want to ask how many courses or how many offers do you have right now? Perhaps there are people in the house that might be interested. Can you help us list them?
Presently, I only have an offer on ground. I'm presently working on another course on digital marketing. I've been a digital marketer a long time, but I've never had a course on digital. So recently, I started thinking that why don't I have a course on digital marketing? And I've gone to many conferences where I was asked on digital marketing. I'm always teaching course on it. So I'm currently working on a course on digital marketing. I'm trusting God that it will be out by next month, June. But I'm still doing the thinking part, which is the most stressful part because I'm bringing all of those years of experience now into a course. So definitely it's costing a lot of brain whatever. But the course I have presently on ground is my content creation toolbox. It's like a box of content creation. So inside the box we have video creation, how to create videos, and then we have video editing for those who want to learn how to edit, and then we have content writing inside that same course. Because one of the things that helped me the most as a digital marketer was content writing. Because I'm always writing content, I'm always talking about my products, always describing it. That was what brought me most of my sales, content writing. And then the last one is social media management. That's four courses in a four major skill in a course.
Yeah.
So instead of creating a course on just social media management and creating a course on just video editing or just content writing, I brought everything together into a simple box, and that box I called it the content creation toolbox, like a box, just like your first aid kit that you have, your paracetamol, you have whatever. So we have this box that caters for everything you need in your content creation journey. So it's like content creation toolbox that comprises of 4 high in demand skills. So that's the offer I have on ground presently. I have a course on goal setting that I was supposed to have finished building or finished creating, but I'm not done with that. But this one is ready. Digital marketing course is coming next, and then the goal setting course. I actually planned, one of my goal for the year is to create 4 courses this year. So I'm done with one, and it's doing quite well. And then I'm creating 3 more before the year ends. We are still in May, so I can
Wow.
do it.
Wow. Wow. So the course you said is on sale right now. Is it a video
It's
course
a
or an ebook?
video course. It's a video course. It
Okay.
has over
Okay.
57 lessons. Over 57 lessons where I taught practical, on-hand practical, each of the skills and how you can start them and use it to aim for yourself. Yeah. But it's
Oh,
majorly,
thank you so much.
yeah.
All right. One last question because I know our time is fast spent already. I want to keep you beyond this time. Is that you seem to work from home,
Okay.
aside the fact that you create content and probably you sell courses. Is there another thing that fetches you money? Is there another source of income?
I mean, digital marketing is like the biggest skill out there. So that's the only thing that fetches me. I used to do photography on the side, but it was time consuming, and of course the money was not that encouraging. But now I'm just a digital marketer. I sell my courses, I create courses, I mentor people. That's basically what I do. I mentor people, and of course I run my YouTube channel, which had issue, and I have to start from scratch again. But that's basically what I do.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I have to. personally rewatch this live session and I'll post it, of course. Thank you so much. For those that are interested in getting the course, you can reach out to her. You can probably follow her, ask more questions and enter a DM. I'm sure she'll be there to answer your questions. We've had a very interesting time. I would have loved to ask more questions. Well,
I think you
I'll
tried.
stop there.
Thank you
I'll
so
stop
much.
there. Well, what will you say? What's your closing word for us? For those that have been following you from the beginning and they are just like, oh wow, there's so much to do. How do I catch up? What can you say?
I have something to say, anyways. Now, it may appear very serious. It's just me trying to be very honest with you. I may appear very serious this time around. Of course, I've been serious from the beginning, but I may appear more serious now. And that's because I know the mind battle. Now, I want you to know that you may even be sure of the skill that you want, and you may start gathering results and all of that. You are sure of the skill, you are sure you are going to make a lot of money. I want you to know that your biggest battle is going to be in your mind, like in your head, your biggest battle. There will be days where you feel like not doing anything. In fact, the days where you don't feel like doing anything is going to be more than the days you actually feel like doing something. So there will be days where you don't feel like showing up. There'll be days where you feel like you're not getting it. There'll be days of no result at all. I had that. And that's what I was telling you. You're saying that my journey looks smooth. No, I've had seasons. So you guys, I've had seasons. So there will be days where you don't feel like showing up. There'll be days where you feel like you're in the wrong thing. There'll be days where you feel like you're just down and you're seeing other people's results. They are doing the same thing, yet they are getting results more than you. There are going to be days like that. But I just want you to know that your biggest battle is going to be in your head. It's not even what people will say. Most of the time, we focus on what people say. And what people will say, one thing I've realized that what people will say does not really affect people as much as what they believe in their head. So try as much as possible to feed your mind with the positive. You need your mind to have that perfectly clear mind, but you need to learn how to show up and show up for yourself, regardless of how you feel in your head. The mind is very deceptive. So you need to learn how to feed your mind with the positive things. You need to learn how to make positive confession, regardless of how you feel. Because I still thought it was not yesterday. I think I recorded about 7 videos yesterday. Or was it 2 days ago?
Wow.
And I didn't feel like doing anything. I'm serious. I woke up that morning and I was just there. I was just lying on my. I didn't feel like doing anything. And I have my script ready. I have everything ready. In fact, I was already thinking of moving into another day until when I feel better. But then one of the things I've told myself is that I don't always feel like it. I just have to show up for myself. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I know this is what I want. I know that for me to get to my goal, to get the kind of result I want, I have to show up. So the biggest battle you are going to fight is in your mind. You have to make sure that you believe, because your mind is your environment. And if you don't nurture that environment, it's going to affect the kind of results you get. So as much as possible, try to read. There are so many materials that will help you when it comes to your mindset. You have to learn about money also. Because even when you make this money, how do you keep it? Because it's easy to make money. I'm telling you, for me, I believe it's easy to make money than to keep the money. It's very hard. So you need to be able to feed your mind with this money that you want to get. How do you keep it? How do you multiply it? How do you sustain it? So you need that wisdom. You need that wisdom. So try to read. One of the things we are not doing this generation, we are not reading like people used to read again. You get so do yourself that good by feeding your mind. Let your mind feed on something. When you are robust and fat with the right information, there's a way it will show in the way you carry yourself, your confidence, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you are consistent and you are excellent. It's because of what you believe in your mind. It's because of your mindset. So your biggest battle as somebody who wants to make money, as somebody who wants to learn a digital skill and have some results, your biggest fight is going to be in your head, and you have to make sure that that place is like home. That place is like home where you will feel at home regardless of whatever external thing that is happening. Make sure the internal environment is clean. Make sure it is clean, it is safe, it is well fed. It's both things. Get books. There are so many books you can get. Get books. Don't just venture into something without it. Get books, read, learn. Of course, you can't learn everything at once, but as you're going, keep learning, and you're going to make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, but some of them I've not recovered from them. Do you get? So you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Forgive yourself, and when you forgive yourself, learn from it, and then keep working. Learn from your mistakes, and then keep working. Yeah, I think that's what I'd love to say.
All right. Thank you so much. We are going to end it here. If you are not following Toby yet, please do follow her. You can follow me too, because I'm going to post this video so I can have you can always rewatch it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, despite the inconveniences you made it happen. So I used to call you the escape lady. Now
I
I'm
mean,
going to change your name.
I was about to escape today's phone too because I'm like, oh my god, I have so many things to
Oh, so
do.
sorry. Thank you so much. We're going to end it here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank